All right, today let's understand the concept of doing the file versioning and file history in GitHub. So, we'll be cloning the GitHub foundations. We can use any of the repository. So, for this tutorial, let's clone GitHub foundations repository so as to demonstrate the concept of file versioning. So here we go with the basic clone command. Please make sure, because we are multiple times cloning this in your actual directory, you might need to remove the GitHub foundation in order to do it from the scratch. If Since this repository or folder, it's all might be already present, right? So let me copy this. I have already done the homework of removing it. Let me paste. I'll clone the GitHub foundations as fresh now. Looks good. I'll just move into the directory by typing the cd command, because we got to move into the folder. Let's type GitHub something star wildcard. All right, we are inside the folder now. Now let's check the status, that is git status, because we know git status shows the current branch and whether there are any changes pending. So for us is nothing to there, because it says nothing to commit, working tree clean. So this looks good. Now we'll be creating two files in order to demonstrate the concept of versioning. Let's go to the command here. So here I have created two files. If you note here, the only difference is the 2 here, right? This 4 lines will be exactly the same. Only difference here is the 1, and here is v1 if you look, and here is v2. That is the only difference. This is again basically the comment part as well, right? The message part. But the only difference in the file is the this one. So let's quickly fire the command, because that's what Git will also tell us later. We'll be creating first the version one. Let me fire this command one by one. So here we are adding a line to the readme file to simulate a change. Next will be our git add command, which is here. Git add the file name. Let us go back to the command prompt. I'll hit enter. Looks good. We have executed the add command, because git add stages the file, preparing it for the commit, right? So next step is definitely the git commit part. Let's copy paste the git commit. Let's go to the command prompt. I'll paste it. So the git commit saves the changes into the repository history with message. What is the message? Message is this one, v1 add node to the readme, right? So that's what we have done. Now the final will be our the git push command, right? Let's type git push. So git push uploads the commit to the GitHub, so it's visible remotely. So now it looks good. Now we'll be creating a version 2 of it. The same set of commands which I have shown. Let's move on to this one, and I'll be repeating it till git push, just like the version 1. Let me repeat it as mentioned. The changes is here only, version 1, version 2. Let me copy this. I'll paste this. Looks good. I'm not explaining it because it's the same thing what we have done in version 1, right? So explanation part is definitely the same. It will be we are staging it now. Let's commit this, and finally the git push command. So here we go. So again, we created a second version of the file in the history. Version 1, version 2 are ready now. We need to now view the history. How do we do it? The command is here, git log. One line. I'll explain what it does. Let me just scroll this all the way to the up here, git log, and here we go. If you look here, so git log basically shows the commit history. The flag online, if you look, option makes it compact. And here if you look is decorate flag, shows branch names and tags. So here we limit it to the last 5 commits. The n, if you look, the number 5 is the last 5 commits. So that's what it's showing here. So this looks good. Now we need to compare the versions, the version 1 and version 2. That can be done by the diff command git diff. So I have already done the homework for you. So it's git diff head here, the file name readme.md, right? We have created 2 versions of it, remember? So let me paste this here. So this looks good. I'll scroll and here we go. If you look the command here, it's all already showing the version 1, and here we have used version 2, right? The difference is clearly visible to us. Now let's say we want to restore it to the previous version, right? So there's a command like, right, the since there are currently 2 versions of the file, right? We have shown, if we look here, there are 2 versions, right? Version 1 and here version 2. Now let's say I want to go back to the version 1. I want to restore it to the previous version. How do we do it? We fire the restore command, that is git restore. Then the syntax goes here and the file name here. I'll copy this. I'll paste this. Looks good. Now the last next we need to add it to the staging, that is git add. Let's add this here. I'll copy this, paste it, git add. Looks good. Now next step will be to commit it. Let's go back here. I'll commit this. Let me paste it. Looks good. One file changed. Revert readme to previous version. It says, right, revert me to previous version. Now we are good. Let's go back to the next step, that is the git push command. Let's push this. I'll hit enter. So now let me explain it. So the git restore, if you look here, brings the file back to how it looked 1 commit ago. When we stage we then stage it with the git add, and followed by the commit, the restoration with a message, and push it to the GitHub. So this demonstrates the rolling back to the earlier version. So that's what it goes for the concept. We have the one more final step, but this is the optional one, that is the git tag. As a part of best practice, you can add tags, right? Git tag. I'll explain what it does. Let me fire this. So git tag, I have given 2.v, the 2.0. So git tag, if you look, marks a specific commit with a name like v 2.0. Now let's fire the next command, that is git push origin 2.0. Let's me hit enter, and there we go. If you look, so what this command does, git push origin v 2.0, basically it publishes that tag to GitHub. Tags are useful for marking releases or milestones. So that's what it goes for the concept of file history and versioning. I hope you found this concept useful. Thank you so much for watching. Let's meet in our next lecture.